Hi, guys. My name is Simply Sharika, and I'm going to be doing a new podcast called Simply Sharika Podcast. And by the title, you can tell I'm going to talk about the West Care Cancer Clinic. Is it a scam? Um, I saw an article today about the cancer center being sued by the big dogs. Yeah, I can kind of figure that out. They had a contract, and so they're saying that they were overcharging patients and on Medicare and Medicaid and not really giving them the adequate treatment that they needed. A lot of people didn't get the adequate treatment that they needed. So this is kind of personal for me. So if you guys haven't watched my old videos, go back and watch my old videos. I have a video where I'm sitting in the hospital waiting area because I was there with my mom, and she ultimately ended up passing away. So if any family members are on here watching, I'm gonna kind of run it back to West Care Cancer Clinic. So if you guys cannot handle what I'm saying, I would suggest you guys to log off, okay? Because I need these people to understand why this kind of struck a chord with me. So 2017, my mom got sick and she ended up having a heart attack, and they figured out she had these two big tumors in her. So we went on from 2017, fast forward to 2021. She passed away April the 8th, 2021 on her birthday. So it just made a year Friday that she passed away. So they discovered she had these tumors, and they recommended her to West Care Cancer Clinic. Okay. Um, from 17 to 2019, she had her ups and downs when it came to sickness, but in 2019, they discovered she needed to go on dialysis. Um, she was having problem with blood. They couldn't keep blood in her body. So when she went on dialysis, we would have to go to Tennessee every other week for her to get blood. And I sat in the room with these doctors, okay? They would come from West Care Cancer Clinic, it's where she was, referred to. And I sat in the room with a doctor, and I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but I'm hoping that when we were cleaning out her apartments, we didn't throw those papers away. But maybe we did. So she they would come in every time she would get admitted to the hospital to try to figure out where her blood was going, right? So I literally was there with her because it was me and my dad, and we would swap out. Like he stayed with her the majority of the time, then on Friday through Sunday I was staying. Long story short. So I was there with her quite a few times, and they would come in and he would scratch his head and he would say, "Oh, I don't know. We gotta figure this out." Him and it was about 15 students under him, and then he had his assistant. So it's damn near 20 people in the room. And I'm asking this man, where is my mom's blood going to? Do you think the tumors are taking her blood? No, no, no. That's not the case, because if it was the case, she would be bleeding from down below. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't y'all just take them out? Well, yeah, we will, but we just running test after test after test, and we trying to get to the root of the problem. Okay, so mind you, and like I said, the family is on here, and you don't like what I'm talking about, I need y'all to log off because it's gonna get a little bit personal. So, um, so he kept saying no. If she was bleeding from down below, you will see the blood coming out. You will see it coming out. So mind you, they have done biopsies, they have done blood, bone scans, biopsies, taken bone marrow, scanned her to see if she was bleeding, tons and tons of GI tests, everything, right? And so I'm asking this man a million questions, like, if you know If y'all already have done these tests, why do we keep doing it? It doesn't make any sense. Like, let's figure something out. Just take them out. That's what I pleaded with him. No, 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 we're not going to take it out right now. Is it cancer? I don't know if it's cancer, because the only way to know if it's cancer is to take them out. Okay, that's what we were faced with. And as these things was growing and growing, her heart and stuff was getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So I read the article. I sent it to my sister, and I made a comment under the news section, and there was a guy on there, and he said that his aunt passed away because they gave her like a experimental drug, and she also had ovarian cancer, but they said that they didn't do it. So I want you guys to watch this live, and if you guys have any family members that's been affected or went to the West Care Cancer Clinic, I want to know how their experience was. Did they get the help that they need? Because I don't really feel like my mom got the help from them that she needed. They also discharged her at one point in time because they was like, oh, you're doing well. You don't have to come back. And then when the hospital re-referred her to go back in, the doctor was like, oh, where you been? We haven't saw you in months. And she was like, well, you told me I didn't have to come back because I was doing well. So I'm a little ticked. I'm a little frustrated. It touched me. It like, sorry about the camera, y'all. It's kind of rubbing me the wrong way because I have sat in the hospital with these doctors, and I have told these doctors what I thought the answer was. So fast forward to when she got to the hospital here in Arkansas, the doctor came and said she was misdiagnosed. She has ovarian cancer, but there's nothing that we can really do about it now because she's too sick and we don't have a doctor here to take them out. And she stayed there for a while, and then she got transferred to another hospital, and they told us the same thing. She was, one doctor did see her and say that they could take them out or whatever, but that was her choice. So I want to know from any of the families that's affected by West Care Cancer Clinic. I asked the guy, did he want to come on and tell his aunt's story? And he said he didn't know. So please watch this. Please share this. If anyone has any family members that went to West Care Cancer Clinic, do you feel like they got adequate treatment? Do you feel like they got the treatment that they deserve? This is just the way I feel. My sister and my daddy and my family members might not feel that way, but certain things in healthcare just strike a chord with me. And I'm not saying all healthcare is bad. I'm not saying that all people are bad. I'm just saying, like, we got to do better as a whole. Like, we have got to do better. Um, I don't know. That just did something to me. Do you think that the patients that went there, do you think they should have all get together and file a class action lawsuit against them? Because I know that somewhere down the pipeline, somebody family member was affected by this. I don't feel like it was just mine. I don't feel like I don't know. You know, that's a hard one to kind of, you know, decipher because I feel the way that I feel. And so I wanted to come over here and I wanted to talk about that. When I saw that they were being sued, it kind of took me by surprise because I was, shocked. I never thought that they would be in the hot seat and not be in the hot seat for giving people adequate services. Like, you're not doing what you're supposed to do for people, but you take their money or you use their insurance and you don't give them the proper treatment that they need. So, you guys, leave comments, watch the videos, share this live. I don't care if I get shadow banned. I don't care if they take it down. But I want people to come in and start interacting. We got to talk about serious topics and not just with celebrities and not just with foolishness. we got to start talking about real life things, because I know my family is not the only family that has went through this and that's going to go through things dealing with the healthcare system. So I'm simply Sharika, and I'm signing out. I will start dropping the link. Excuse me. I will start dropping the link down below once we get more people on here watching. Um, I want you guys to start coming in and interacting with me and talking to me. Get those likes up, get those views up, because I have a big, huge giveaway that's coming up. But I need all my subscribers to watch this video and tap in. Leave your comments if you want to start coming on my live stream. We can talk about it. Drop some ideas down below on the issues and things that you want me to discuss and talk about, and I definitely will get those things covered. We are not a conspiracy theory, so I'm not going to cover that. If it's not facts, I'm not going to talk about it. But this is a non biased place for everyone to come in and talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about. So I'm simply Sharika, and I'm signing off, and welcome to my podcast. Love you guys. See you guys later.